Hymn 13:3, 26 verses. He who engendered these, the earth and heaven, who made the worlds, the mantle that he weareth, in whom abide the 6 wide-spreading regions, through which the bird's keen vision penetrateth. This God is wroth offended by the sinner who wrongs the Brahmin who hath gained this knowledge. Agitate him, O Rohita, destroy him, entangle in thy snares the Brahmin's tyrant, he from whom winds blow pure in ordered season, from whom the seas flow forth in all directions. This God, etc. He who takes life away is he who bestows it, from whom comes breath to every living creature, this God, etc., who with the breath he draws sates earth and heaven, with expiration fills the ocean's belly, this God, etc., in whom Viraj, Prajapati, Parameshtan, Agni, Vaisthanara abide with Pankta, he who hath taken to himself the breathing of the Supreme, the vigor of the Highest, this God, etc., on whom rest 6 expenses and 5 regions, 4 waters, and 3 syllables of worship. Might it be expanses? He who hath looked between both spears and anger, this God, etc., he who, consuming food, became its master, the Lord of prayer, the regent of devotion, the world's Lord, present and to be hereafter, this God, etc., with, what silver, Kasyapa, thou hast refulgent, what brightly shining lotus flower collected, wherein are gathered 7 suns together, this God, etc. In front, the Brahat Saman is his mantle, and from behind, Ratantara enfolds him, ever with care, robing themselves in splendor. This God, etc. One of his wings was Brihat, and the other Ratantara, vigorous with one same purpose. What time the gods gave Rohita his being, this God, etc. At evening he is Varuna and Agni. Ascending in the morning he is Mitra. As Savatar he moveth through air's mid-region. As Indra warms the heavens from the center, this God, etc. This gold-hued Hamsa's wings, soaring to heaven, spread o'er 1,000 days. Continued journey, supporting all the gods upon his bosom. He goes his way, beholding every creature, this God, etc. This is the God who dwells within the waters, 1,000-rooted, many-powered Atra. He who brought all this world into existence, this God, etc. With flying feet, his tawny coursers carry the bright God through the sky aglow with splendor, whose limbs uplifted fire and heat. The heavens hither he shines with beams of golden color, this God, etc. He beside whom his bay steeds bear the adityas, by whom at sacrifice go many knowing. The sole light, shining spread through various places, this God, etc. This 7 make the one-wheeled chariot, ready bearing 7 names. The single courser draws it, The wheel, three-naved, is sound and undecaying. Thereon these worlds of life are all dependent, this God, etc. 8 times attached potent courser draws it. Sire of the gods, father of hymns and praises, so Mataresvan, measuring in spirit the thread of order, purifies all regions, this God, etc. The thread that goes through all celestial quarters within the Gayatri, womb of life eternal, this God, etc. There are the settings. 3 the upward risings, 3 are the spaces, yea, and 3 the heavens. We know thy triple place of birth, O Agni. We know the deity's triple generations. He who, as soon as born, laid broad earth open and set the ocean in the air's mid-region, this God, etc. Thou Agni, kind with lights and mental powers, hast up in heaven shone as the sun enkindled. The Marutas, sons of Presna, sang his praises. What time? The gods gave Rohini his being, this God, etc., giver of breath, giver of strength and vigor, he whose commandment all the gods acknowledge, he who is Lord of this, of man and cattle, this God, etc. The single-footed one hath outstepped the biped overtakes the triple-footed, the quadruped hath wrought when bipeds called him, standing and looking on the 5 collected. This God is wroth offended by the sinner that wrongs the Brahman, who hath gained this knowledge. Agitate him, O Rohita, destroy him, entangle in thy snares this Brahman's tyrant. Born is the darksome mother's son, the whitely shining calf of night. He, Rohita, ascendeth up to heaven, hath mounted to the heights. And one of the things, this God is wroth offended by the sinner who wrongs the Brahman, who hath gained this knowledge. And do we continue with agitate him, O Rohita, destroy him, entangle in thy snare the Brahman's tyrant? So how much of that do we continue every time we see, etc.? In a different way than that Aten sort reference to the hands in every direction sort of thing, we have that same idea here, that every name and quality and form that we may think of as God, well, we know God through that. And we have the material universe is the mantle of the spiritual universe. So again, we're knowing through the material universe, but the material universe and the light beings and all that, they're not God itself. So are we using this verse as a monotheist? These verses as a monotheist, or are we using this hymn monotheistically?